My name is Urs Spoerri. I was born here in Switzerland, live most of my life here, and this is where I also started a Mudakwang organization. Subak Do has a big influence in my personal life. Every morning, for example, I do my daily Mupeldankem exercise here on the terrace of our house to stay healthy. Like most practitioners at the beginning, I was attracted to Subak Do by the physical aspect. I loved the workout, sweating in the dojang. It was just another sport to me. But when you progress and get older, the mental aspects become more important. If I have to explain Mudakwang in 3 words, it is discipline and respect. They are the foundation of human relationships. Discipline strengthens your professional conduct. Respect will strengthen your kindness. This became an essential part of my personal life, in the family, business, sports. If you don't respect the mountains while hiking or skiing and you don't have the discipline, it will not end good for you. I strongly believe in harmony. If your marriage is not in harmony, it will not work. If nature is not in harmony, we have disaster. Maybe there is a climate change. If there is no harmony in your studio, the dojang will not be there for long. For me, human relationships are very important. Over the years, we made many good friends in Mudakwang all over the world. I very much enjoy teaching seminars, like in Belgium, Greece, Spain, Germany. We always encourage our students to travel to meet other Mudakwang practitioners all over the world. Make friends, meet the people also outside the dojang, and have fun with them.
Why did you want to have the interview here?
Well, Pascal, it's a very special place to me. It's the home of the family. It's where the children grew up, and there is actually quite a lot of Mudakwang history here. We always had guests from all over the world staying with us here.
When did you start with Subakdo?
After our marriage in 1980, which was, by the way, the best decision I ever took in my life, my wife Elspeth and me moved to the US where I had a job assignment. We lived in New Jersey, and the boy across the street took me to his karate studio for a trial lesson. I was impressed by the instructor, a man by the name of Mr. H.C. Wang, not knowing then who he is, and I liked the studio at Mountain Avenue in Springfield, New Jersey. In 1982, as an Orange Belt, I participated in the Nationals in Atlantic City, a big event with people from all over the world. And the first time I met the founder, Grandmaster Wang Qi.
What else was important for you in the US?
The most important was the birth of our 2 daughters, Natalie Francis in 1982 and Stephanie Ashley in 1985.
So how long did you stay there?
In 1985, my job took me to London, England. I continued my training there with Romana Yap Sabonim and attended some of the international events there too.
Then your next stop was Switzerland?
Yes, in 1989 we moved back to Wald in Switzerland, where I studied Swiss Mudokwang. We started very small, and I was very proud that our daughters were among the first students.
What were your next step in Mudokwan?
1996 was an important year. We built our own dojang in Wald, Switzerland, and I attended Kodansha Shimsa in Springfield, New Jersey, where I met my good friend Bob Shipley Sabonim for the first time. Next Kodansha Shimsas were 2003 in Korea, 2010 in Belgium, and 2019 in Greece.
So truly international?
You can say so. I love to travel since I was a young man, see other cultures and meet people. As Mission 2000 says, good international relationships are helpful and fun. We organized and still have international events here in Switzerland. In the 90s, we had the International Youth Goodwill Championships. We still have the Swiss summer camps with participants from all over the world.
I know you like motorbikes.
With my wife, I took tours all over Europe. But also, when we had friends staying with us in Switzerland, we took some short rides together.
And what else?
Like for most Swiss, mountains are a big passion of mine. Skiing in the winter and hiking in the summer. Sharing this passion with Mudokwang friends gives me great pleasure. And in the mountains, you learn discipline and respect. Without that, you can easily end up in an avalanche or go over a cliff, and both is not very pretty.
Sailing and scuba diving?
Yes, that too. I love the ocean. I enjoy the dives with my good friend Kostas Papadopoulos in Creta before teaching in the evenings in his dojang.
What about golf?
I'm not a good golfer, but I have fun doing it, together with my wife or friends. I'm very grateful that my golf partners have so much patience with me.
You were very close to Shipley Sabonim.
As I said, I met Bob Shipley Sabonim in 1996 at the Kodansha Shimsa in New Jersey. He helped me a lot getting through it, and I learned a lot from him. Especially his great sense of humor always made us laugh. His knowledge of history, cultures, music, languages. Besides, his wife is lovely and a great cook. We had some very fine meals together and shared some great bottles of wine. I believe that the respect for your senior is the greatest when you become friends with your senior. Hey Bob, best regards to upstairs.
What still makes you teach Subakdo after all these years?
I love people. I love teaching. I love action. And I love the art. The biggest reward for me is when the student walks up to me after class and tells me, "Sir, it was a great class. Thank you." This is my biggest reward, and this is why I'm still doing it.
One last question. Why is Ryupa so important to you?
Yupa means a river flowing down divided, or as we say in Switzerland, a waterfall of knowledge. This is how knowledge and information is passed on from your senior to you, from you to your junior. In other words, Ryupa means education. Education is the most important for children. A good education is the way to a better, independent life. Education should never stop, not in Muda Kwang, not in your professional life, not in your personal life. Ryupa means also to have a future. I'm getting older. So it is my duty to pass on my knowledge to the next generation, your generation, Pascal. I was very proud that you were promoted Sabum this year. You are the future, together with all our other instructors. Most important in my life is my family. I am very proud of my wife and daughters. And I'm very grateful that they joined Mudo Kwang and supported me in all my activities over all those years. First, our two daughters joined me in Mudo Kwang. They were able to learn a lot also for their personal and professional life. My wife could not resist the temptation and also joined Mudo Kwang a bit later. Without her support and hard work, many of the events in the early days of Swiss Mudo Kwang would not have been possible. Our family got extended after the daughters got married several years ago. Nathalie became Frau Neuenschwander and Steffi became Mrs. Winkler. We are very happy to have Manuel and Marcel in our family. Last year we had another addition. A year ago, within 10 days, our two grandsons, Jan Urs Neuenschwander and Jack Henrik Winkler, were born. A wonderful addition to our lives. For me, it means another focus in life. I will continue with Ryupa and contribute to their education as much as I can. And hopefully, they will be Mudo Kwang members in a few years' time. Kamsumeda for watching this video.